I'm just gonna log in and check up, see what's going on. Today I'm gonna be building a mock. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna be doing, but I'll show you over there. I have a few already built. I'm just kind of gonna wait for people to scroll on in and then I'll get started. Okay, so we should be good. Again, this is the Panzer I tank. I also have a 38T. I am, again, not quite sure what I'm going to be building here, but I've got 2 tanks. This is really going to be guided by a few of my viewers that are going to tell me what I'm going to be building. I'm not entirely sure right now. I'm thinking it could have something to do with winter, but then again, kind of not too prepared for this one, but that's all right. Also, I might wait for this to kind of even out a little bit because I am just kind of getting some parts sorted out right now from the mock I just broke apart. Alright, some white pieces. Alright, I should be set up for anything that I need to do. You know what? Screw it. I think I'm just going to go with the Panzer I for now. But I am going to be building when people start joining. Hopefully that is soon. Again, sorry, my dogs are being a little bit annoying today. For the person who just joined, I'm going to be building a LEGO World War II mock that revolves around this Panzer I tank. There will be background noise. I have a few people over right now, but I'm just going to try to get that in real quick. Okay. So, just for the fact of starting off, I gotta probably get some sort of base plate in here. I'm not sure how large I want it to be, but I could just throw something together real quick. Again, waiting for some more people to join. And then I will get this started up. But I'm thinking it could be something like this. This is going to be a smaller one compared to some of the other ones that I've built. Alright, and nobody in live chat right now. Give it a second. And again, just looking to get some parts together for this. But if I can replicate this on the other side, then I should have a pretty good base of this. There it is. Again, not seeing anything. Wait for people to join in and start talking in chat. Shoot. Don't really have too many filler bricks, so I might have to spend a little while looking. Hello, Joseph Kane and Brofire. Welcome to the stream. I'm building something out of Lego today. A Lego World War II mock. Again, this is kind of surging right now, so I'll just give it a second. Yeah, this is what I'm kind of building the mock around. I don't really have any ideas on what it's going to be yet. I'm thinking something winter with this sort of bridge piece that goes through the middle, but I don't have the other side for it, so I could figure something out. But again, I'm waiting for more people to make decisions. Hello, Beanbag Bros. And that could go in there. Though I think I might have this a little bit further up. Alright, I am watching the chat. We're kind of surging right now. A Although I do not have any clues as to what I'm building right now. So, again, that is kind of up to you guys to decide. To get out a few parts and just try to build the water section for this at the very least. How long did that take? Build a windmill. You know, that would be a good thought, but that's a little bit too big for something like this. You know, I could probably expand it. Let me just give it a second. Shoot. Alright, I gotta clean this off if I'm gonna be doing that. A windmill is a good idea, though. It would be a little bit blocky, but... hello, K-Diggy. Welcome to the stream. Just kind of taking apart a few things right now. Getting a few plates out, getting my bearings straight because I have no clue what I'm supposed to be building here. Okay. What's up, James Stewart? I do in fact like Lego too. Don't think you would have been able to tell, but I do. Right. Again, throwing on a few more parts. Oh yeah. Good for you, Joseph. Okay. This is not going to be the prettiest base for a Lego mock, but that's alright. Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to have a little riverbank that's kind of right there. And there's going to be some other things. Working on stop motion. I think it's going to be like 7 minutes long. Nice. 7 days. Oh. Yeah, I used to build... Yeah. Sorry, a lot of questions going on right now. Hello, RTW. Cool. I used to build Lego cities, but kind of got out of that phase. And I'm not sure if this is going to be winter. Because somebody recommended I build a windmill. And that could make it a little bit more interesting if I'm trying to do some of this stuff. But I'm just going to start getting this stuff together. That's going to kind of go through the center. It's going to be some sort of bridge. And then I might have a windmill out here because that was a recommendation. Building a house. Hello, JWB. Welcome to the stream. Everybody, welcome JWB. He might try to troll you. It's one of the things he does. Don't take it too seriously. Hello, Toof. Yeah. Toof, boy. I am also sorry, there is some background noise. Again, just getting some parts together. Can you give me any tips on building a life? Should I start a series called Making a Christmas Minifig Every Day Till Christmas? You know, that is a good idea. I'd do that. But I just start in December because you don't want to... I don't know. You don't want to run out of ideas. Give me any tips on building a life. Hello, Laser. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I am not probably the best person to give you information on that. I'd say just, if you have friends, try to have fun with them and, I don't know, enjoy life while you're young. I thought that as well. There's a God complex. Told to build it brick by brick. That's a funny pun. Alright, so I'm gonna get a few parts together and start building. I have no clue where all of my clear plates went. Is that? Alright. The stream is doing real well today. Got a lot of new viewers. Alright. I guess Joseph Kane is leaving. Maybe. Can't tell. But thank you for joining, no matter what. So, since I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing, you know what? I'm going to start a poll. It would be like an advent calendar kind of series. You know, that would be really cool. I know the Brick Crew actually made a series about that, like, not an advent calendar, but just like a Christmas thing. I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds here because I am trying to get this figured out. Winter or fall? Winter. Yeah, I heard Naflo is a young Christian boy who grew up in Italy. Oh, the tank guy. Panzer, right? Yeah, this is a Panzer 1. Winter and spring. Okay, the poll is up. So, winter or spring? That's kind of the question here. So I'm just gonna wait for a second. Alright, so winter is already winning that one. Spring. It's gonna be a very mixed vote right now. No, sorry. It just, you said good luck or something, so it seemed like you had to go. Winter War is Naflo's favorite. Yeah, I've actually been thinking about building a mock on that, the Winter War. Seemed pretty interesting, but I don't know. Sounded intriguing. Alright, and winter is winning it out. So, we're going to do winter. Alright, thanks for the input. So, the Panzer 1 is just going to kind of be on this bridge thing, maybe angled up. Naflo loves war. You know, I had this conversation with JWB before. I like the history around it, not the actual thought of war itself, but it doesn't seem like there's ever any winning with this kid. Oh, building brick by brick, yeah. Okay, so we got that kind of put in place there. And I think I'm going to have some river banks leading up. Not entirely sure. Not me, JWB. Whose name is Arnold? I don't know. I didn't see any Arnolds in this one. Okay, one there. Okay. You're sitting in a very substantial amount of views right now. Thank you, guys. Again, just gonna throw some parts on. Now, I could put a little windmill or like some sort of barn over there, but I'm not quite sure how that'll turn out. I'm not quite sure how anything will turn out. It's kind of the fun part about these. I think I am going to have a brick-built border like I normally do. Arnold. Oh, shoot. I did not look. At the end, I have to chant Mr. Bricks. Arnold. Nate is a poor Swedish boy whose name is Arnold. I have no idea where he comes up with these things. I mean, I think it sounds pretty obvious that I am, in fact, American. But, you know, you guys can think whatever you want. It's not like JWB ever listens to me, but... Okay. Again, just getting this all together is going to be a little bit rough. It always is. This part is not the most fun. I do not play Clash of Clans. Yep, that's Switzerland. That is definitely Switzerland. Stop motion is going to be Dieppe Ray. Yeah, I saw that. I forget who did that, but it was an amazing stop motion. I wish I remembered it off the top of my head, but it was a really cool one. Okay, so that is going to go right there. We're just going to build Silly Americans. Oh, guys, go check out JWB. He is one of my biggest fans, and I'm one of his biggest fans. Just kind of supporting each other. Makes really cool gaming content. We used to have the Clanker Wars, but we decided that was no fun. Now, the angles on this bridge are going to be a little bit of trouble for me. I'm Scottish. It's nice here, but people go in jail. Ooh, yikes. That's no fun. Yeah, the world's not at a great place right now, so that does not really surprise me. Okay, so, again, we got that kind of done. I am really thrilled with how this bridge design is kind of looking, but I'm not sure I'm going to angle some of these plates. Alright, gonna throw on some more. 13, having a rough go at it, yeah. Eating York peppermint patties. Shoot. How did you guys do on Halloween? Forgot to ask that question. I'd guess most of you do celebrate Halloween, but I don't know. I think JWB got a lot of peppermint patties, I remember from trick-or-treating, but thrilled to see how you guys did. Alright, again, throwing on some parts. 6 viewers, 7. No, there's not. Alright. I have no clue what you're talking about. What's that rainbow goat emoji? They have the weirdest emojis for this stuff. 378. Yeah, I might have gotten a little bit more than that, but yeah, we did pretty well this year. We did a no walking Halloween, although people did walk. It's kind of a hard thing not to do. 6-7 flag. Also, JWB will just put up flags that just aren't true. So, just go with it. I don't think he's ever said a correct flag name. Candy is good and plenty. Oh, that sounds disgusting. Good and plenty? Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, so my thinking here is I could just do this, but I could also angle it, which might be a little bit better. Sorry. Not really a great way to show you guys, but angling it like that, maybe. Payday supremacy. Yeah. I haven't really had a payday in a while, so might give it a try. Probably have at least one. Have you heard the new Lego set? I've seen fake leaks of it. I don't think they'd ever do that. All I want for Christmas is a Naflo Bricks. Whatever. Okay. So I'm going to throw some of these in. And basically what these are going to do is they're going to kind of hold up the sides. Shoot, I'm going to just take a break real quick. Alright, I'm going to animate, so I'm going to swap to my laptop again. Six, 7, and it's very unlikely that they will do it. Yeah. I don't think they would ever do that. They haven't really made any other meme sets, so I don't think they just break that streak now. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to place a few of those in there. And then I'm going to have a brick-built border on this. I feel like that's always a pretty good look for these things. Naflo is just a bit. Okay. Again, just getting some more parts in. Just trying to build up this border. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's a really cool tank. Oh, hello. Welcome back, RTW. Yes, the Panzer I tank. I was thinking it's between that one and the... Shoot. Let me just grab that out. The Panzer 38T. That's this tank. They're both by the same company. Both incredibly good looking, but... What? Okay. JWB, what is... I don't want to ban you from my chat. So, please just stop this stuff. Is there like an option to mute you or something? Because you can't just say that stuff on my stream. This generation's cooked. Just jealous, JWB. All I said was nice sweater. Alright. Jealous of my lower sub count. Yeah, I am. So do you guys think 38T would work better on this bridge? Because it could. I could probably do that. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Just gotta find the other side of the bridge. I might have knocked it off somewhere. Yeah. Here it is. So I could throw the 38T on here, and it would just be kind of a thinner bridge. Watermelon. Yep, that's a watermelon. No need to fact check it, because that is a watermelon. Sad how all... Yeah. This generation is cooked. Yeah. K. Diggy is unk. You're probably older than him, to be totally honest. I mean, I don't know ages of anybody, but like, if I were to think, I'd think that you're older than him. Alright, so here we have the bridge. Pretty decent. I can already tell. Cooked, fried, and destroyed. It's dank, boy. Oh my gosh. Ugh, this chat is getting out of hand. Just more proof that this generation is cooked. Alright. Again, I'm going to throw on some more parts here. Yeah, JWB is not, in fact, a 40-year-old man. But I could beat you in a Fortnite battle. 6, 7. Alright. 6, 7. Ha, ha, ha. So hilarious, guys. So hilarious. Yeah, Fortnite did fall off incredibly. I think JWB still plays it, though, so he's going to stick around. Alright. So, I could throw that there and have the bridge a little bit further back, but I think it would look better centered. Oh my god. Blah, 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 blah. You guys are just getting rage baited. It's honestly kind of painful to see that you guys are not realizing it. Alright. So I got that there. I could throw this on one of these, but I do not have that many of those parts, so I'll have to replace it with something. Not great, not great. Oh my gosh. No, he's my friend. I don't really want to ban him. Battlefield 6. Alright. I think there might be a way to silence people in the chat. Let me just see. You're going in timeout, JWB. Let's say for a minute right now. Okay. So, JWB is in timeout, which means you guys can actually talk now. I don't know if I can, you know? I'll make you a moderator. Actually, you know what? Can review and remove chat messages. Okay, you see, JWB is a little bit pissed. Just texted me. That's why you don't start trolling people's chats. I'll think about it next stream, RTW, but maybe next time. Shoot, you know what? I'm pushing it back. Just going over here, pushing this a little bit further back. It's gonna work. I am not gonna be able to finish this on stream. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. Got a little bit of time after the stream to finish this. Alright, so we are pretty good right now. I think I'm gonna add some things in here. I will remember this. I'm so scared. I feel so threatened. Oh, what's up, TRD? Welcome to the stream. I do watch like all your streams. Yeah. Okay, you see, JWB, I just gave you a timeout. I did not ban you. I didn't do anything. And then you do this stuff. Like, I don't want to do it, but you might make me. So how about we just stop doing all this? Does that sound good? I deserve mod more. No. That is an awful idea. If I gave you mod, you just ban random people. I mean, if chaos is what you want to do. Oh, I'm building a mock around this Panzer 38T tank now. It was going to be the Panzer 1, but I decided this one would probably be a better choice. Gotta find another piece real quick. Shoot. Not great, not great. Alright, I'm going to throw down one of these. Just going to go there. And then I'm going to throw down... GW is just a baby. Okay. I am not going to be able to finish this on stream, so make sure to stay tuned for a video where I show off the other tanks that I've built. That's kind of the whole goal of this stream. Yeah, he is. When is he not? It's one of his favorite activities. Alright, you see, I had this really nice arch, but then I kind of just destroyed it, which is not great. You know what? I'm pulling it back a little bit, so it's just gonna sort of go like that, and none of this is fitting well. Sorry, I'm building a winter mock. I thought I already answered that, but maybe I didn't. Okay, so we got that right there, and what am I gonna be doing here? No clue, no clue. Okay, if he keeps spamming the Moai. Keep spamming the Moai, I might have to do it again. And this time it's going to be for 5 minutes, alright? And you don't want to be out for 5 minutes. No, it's great, better than what I can make, definitely RTW. Yeah. What am I going to do here? Alright. So my thoughts are, I'm going to add a few of these slope bricks in here and make this look all nice and good. Moderator. Alright. You could use a moderator. Yeah. Maybe next stream. Not right now, though. could use one, but not at this very moment. Alright. You got that in there. Not the worst, but I'm definitely not finishing this one on stream. So it's the best I can do that in the time that I'm doing it. Alright. I might... Shoot, what am I gonna do here? Because, like... This is rough. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. So the J, and it's gonna be me. Alright, you know what? After the stream, I might have a vote on who's gonna be the permanent moderator on my streams. Alright, guys, stop beefing. Stop all the beefing. Stop all of it. I don't want all this BS going on in my stream. It's not good. It's not. And JWB, you are starting most of it, so I don't want to ban you, but I will if I have to. Shoot. I'll put TRD, KDiggy, RTW, and you know what? I'm not even putting JWB on there. How's it going, bud? Pretty good. Not too bad. Chat's a little bit crazy right now. It's just god awful. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of building this bridge section, so I'm just gonna go and do something else real quick. Oh my god. Non-offending maps. Non-offending what? PTSD from Lego. Yeah. I'm building a winter mock that's gonna have this Panzer going up this bridge. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna turn out. I'm not gonna get it done this stream. Definitely not. A few of the people in my chat are being rather helpful, but some of them, I'm talking to you, JWB, are not. So, I gotta kind of work around that, but... Helicopter. Oh, okay. Minor attracted person. You see, that is something I can definitely ban you for. You see, I'm gonna put people in timeouts from now on. You're going timeout for 1 minute. Hello, the one plays. Welcome to the stream. God damn. Alright, if I am ever gonna make any of you mods, I gotta give you instructions. Alright? Because I'm very peculiar in how I'd want all these things run. So, no, I am not building the ESS out of Lego. Not me though. Yeah. Good W, thank you. I'm really trying with these hooligans that are in my chat. Mostly talking about JWB. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna throw that on there and another one. And then I'm going to throw 1 or 2 on here. Shoot. JW. Bing Productions by JWB. I wonder who that is. I wonder who that is. I'm making a Lego World War II mock that's going to have this tank going up this small bridge. I have no clue angle or whatever that's going to be this thing, but, you know, I can kind of figure that out as I go along. Do what George said. Who's George? Chat just gets more confusing every time I get on. Okay. Okay, so we got that in there. That's pretty decent. Not the worst. I'm gonna throw that in there. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I thought I answered that the one place. I'm making a Lego World War II mock that has this tank driving up this bridge. Should be a pretty decent scale. I'm not quite sure yet, but it should be pretty cool. Alright, I'm answering your question, so I'm just not going to answer it anymore if you guys keep asking your question after I answer it. Shoot. Throw another one on there. And alright, see you, Theory. Alright, I'm going to throw some plates and stuff like that on here, make it look all nice. Alright, and throw on one or two of these. And some new parts. Me too, but I actually deserve none. No, you don't. You're the problem. I don't know how it's not your fault that most of this is happening. I'm the one who put you in a timeout because you were being rude to other people in my chat. Alright. I'm subbing your W. Thank you. Oh my god, this chat is crazy. Yeah, you can sub Carvier. Thank you. I'm building a Lego World War II mock. Oh, this is like the most people I've ever had in chat. This is insane. Alright. I gotta throw some pieces in here. Again. Alright. No, that's alright. Chat's a little bit crazy anyways. We are sitting at just about 45. So I'll probably end it at the hour mark like normal. Thank you guys all for joining. Just in case I don't get to say that at the end. Alright, gonna throw in some parts. Show me. Yeah, I will show you guys the picture afterwards, after the stream's over, and I can finish this in peace. It's just kind of a little bit hard to juggle the chat and my mock at the same time. Ah, shoot. My allergies are definitely acting up, so that's not very good. Oh. Again, throwing on some parts. I'm not gonna ban JWB13 this time, but I will if he keeps acting this annoying. I'll put him in timeouts, alright? He is my friend, so I don't want to do anything permanent or stupid. So, I'll keep him in for now. Sorry if that is annoying some of you guys, but can't really get rid of my friend from the chat, so. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot going on my channel after this stream. A lot to talk about with some certain peoples. Alright, and then I just gotta put a few of these up leading to the top of this path. I am pretty happy with how this is turning out right now. Not the most happy, but it's definitely a mix-up for my other ones. Alright, see you the one place. Thank you for joining. Alright, so, sorry I kind of zoned out there for a second there. Gotta throw some more parts on. And I'll throw in another one. So that should be pretty good. Again, just gotta throw in a few more parts. But otherwise, this is going pretty well. Got all that done and established, so it's pretty decent. I'm gonna actually throw an angled plate on there. Can you film tomorrow? I'm gonna be releasing a video tomorrow if I can, because this mock should be done. I'm trying to keep up a decent upload schedule. Not the best, but decent as well as I can. I should be able to upload tomorrow, but if not, just expect that it's coming soon. Oh my gosh. Naflo has school. Yeah, no, but I can post before school. I can schedule stuff. Also, I am not in college, so stop spreading misinformation. Again, I'm going to throw a few more on. Yes, this is a tank. I'm going to be throwing this going up the bridge with possibly a soldier or two following behind. But yeah, it's a pretty cool kit. So I'll be happy to throw this one together. I like JWB. Ayo sus. Seems like the replies just keep getting stupider. Oh. Man. You know, it does bring a lot of life to the live streams, I guess you could say, but... throw that on there. Alright, so, we got the pathway leading up. That's decent progress. Again, we are sitting at just about 50. Alright, just got 12 seconds down on the bit rate. Nice. How's your island, Naflo? Pretty decent. Not the worst. Yeah. JWB. No. No. That would be quite silly of me to make the root of our problems the mod. But maybe another time. Alright, so again, running into a little bit of a problem with these colors and stuff like that, but I don't really know what I should do in this situation. Mr. Bricks. Here comes the chant. Fish that can't swim. I have no clue. I'm not in the mood to think right now. You know, I could probably just have him... Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to have the tank position. Going up like that. With maybe a tank commander or two right there. Mr. Bricks. Okay. You know what? There's no chance I'm going to finish this, right? There's no chance I'm going to finish this in time. So, I think I'm going to show you guys some of the kits that I've been making. I'm going to put some stuff away real quick before I do any of that. Alright, but I'll give you guys a few sneak peeks of what I'm going to be putting in my next video. Clear off this space a little bit, and here we go. Here we have this Mark V Sherman going through the hills. Pretty decent. I don't really like the cliff though. Probably could have made it a little bit better, but not the worst. Definitely not the worst. Again, I have another tank. This is the M3A1 Stewart tank. And I really like the angles that I was able to incorporate into this one. But you can kind of see that there's a hill that kind of slants up. And you know what? That's probably good. I think this is a good time to stop. Pretty decent for a 1 hour speed build. I had no idea what I was going to do coming into this. Now I have somewhat of an idea. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next stream. Goodbye. Thank you for coming.